I've earned 30 plus certifications, and I'm here to guide you to success on your exam. Welcome to the Ultimate MB-280 Exam Masterclass. Are you ready to crack the MB-280 exam in one go? You're in the right place. In this session, we'll arm you with powerful insights and hand-picked questions that can make all the difference in your exam performance. We've scanned the web using intelligent crawlers to gather the most critical and high-impact questions, all compiled into one powerful PDF resource. You can download it from the link in the description. Not only will we explore these must-practice questions, but we'll also share real exam experiences and pro tips to give you that competitive edge. Let's dive into the key questions that could shape your success. Question 1. You use Microsoft Dynamics 365 to manage a complex product catalog that includes multiple currencies. A finance team reports discrepancies in currency calculations when evaluating product pricing. You need to configure the system to ensure accurate currency calculations across the product catalog. What should you configure? Select only one answer. A. Currency conversion rates in Microsoft Dynamics 365. B. Currency precision settings in Microsoft Dynamics 365. C. A rollup field using the sum function. D. Separate price lists for each currency. Correct answer B. Currency precision settings in Microsoft Dynamics 365. Explanation. Currency precision settings control decimal accuracy for each currency, ensuring consistent calculations. This reduces rounding issues and maintains pricing accuracy across the catalog. Question 2. A company is implementing the Dynamics 365 Sales mobile app. The company requires setup of several push notifications for sellers who use the app. You need to create the push notifications. Which feature should you use? A. Plugin. B. Cloudflow. C. Classic Dataverse Workflow. Correct answer B. Cloudflow. Explanation. Cloudflows and Power Automate can trigger push notifications to the mobile app. They integrate easily with Dynamics 365 to notify users about key events. Question 3. A company is using Dynamics 365 Sales to provide quotes to their customers. Preferred customers must be granted a separate flat rate discount on specific products, depending on their countries or regions. What should you create? A. A discount list for preferred customers. B. A sequence command step. C. A product bundle for each country/region. D. A price list for the currency of each country/region. Correct answer A. A discount list for preferred customers. Explanation. A discount list lets you apply consistent discounts to selected customers or products. This is the easiest way to manage flat rate discounts per group. Question 4. The analytics team at your organization has created Power BI reports that enrich data about your accounts from Dynamics 365 Sales with data not contained in Dynamics 365 Sales. The Power BI reports are referenced by your executive leadership as the primary source of truth about account success metrics. Sales leadership has requested that sales users can see these insights about the accounts they have access to within Dynamics 365 Sales. You need to enable the insights to be available to sales users in Dynamics 365 Sales. What should you do? A. Provide a link to the Power BI report in the ribbon on the account form. B. Create a dashboard in Dynamics 365 Sales that contains account data. C. Embed the Power BI dashboard as a dashboard in the Dynamics 365 Sales application. D. Embed the Power BI report using contextual filtering for accounts. Correct answer D. Embed the Power BI report using contextual filtering for accounts. Explanation. Embedding Power BI with contextual filtering shows only the data relevant to the record being viewed. This gives users tailored insights directly within Dynamics 365 Sales. Question 5. You use the Dynamics 365 Sales mobile app. Users must receive a push notification when they are assigned to a lead record. You need to create the push notification. Which tool should you use? A. Microsoft Power Automate. B. Microsoft Dynamics 365 app for Outlook. C. Business Process Flow. D. Assistant for Microsoft Dynamics 365 Sales. Correct answer A. Microsoft Power Automate. Explanation. Power Automate can trigger mobile push notifications when a lead is assigned. This ensures sales reps are alerted immediately on their devices. Question 6. You use document management in Dynamics 365 Sales. You use a single, parent SharePoint site collection with several child site records configured for each geographical region. You make a change on SharePoint to rename one of the child sites. You need to ensure the document management capabilities continue to function for all associated records. What should you do? A. Create a new document location. B. Update the relative URL. C. Create a new site record. D. Update the absolute URL. Correct answer B. Update the relative URL. Explanation. Updating the relative URL keeps the Dynamics 365 link to the SharePoint site intact. This ensures documents remain accessible without recreating locations. Question 7. You are working in Dynamics 365 Sales. You turn on the visibility of the Dynamics 365 Sales records in the channel. A user working with leads is unable to pin the view into Microsoft Teams. You need to identify the issue. What should you do? A. Disable the turn on the linking of Dynamics 365 records to Microsoft Teams channels option. B. Enable the turn on enhanced Microsoft Teams integration option. C. Enable the external links within Teams option. D. Add users to the Teams channel. E. Add users to the correct security role. Correct answer B. Enable the turn on enhanced Microsoft Teams integration option. Explanation. Enhanced Teams integration is required for users to pin Dynamics 365 views in Teams. Without it, collaboration features won't work. Question 8. Your organization is using Dynamics 365 Sales to track its sales pipeline, and you have implemented sales forecasting using the out-of-the-box sample forecast configuration. The Vice President of Sales wants the forecast to categorize lost deals using the more detailed opportunity status code reasons of canceled and outsold. You need to enable the detailed categorization requested by the Vice President of Sales. Which two actions should you take? Each answer presents part of a solution. Choose two. Note: each correct selection is worth 1 point. A. Add the detailed loss reasons to the opportunity forecast category option set. B. Create a new cloud flow to map opportunity state code to forecast category. C. Add the detailed loss reasons to the MSDYN_forecast instance status code option set. D. Update the field mappings in the opportunity forecast category mapping process workflow. Correct answer A and D. Add the detailed loss reasons to the opportunity forecast category option set. Update the field mappings in the opportunity forecast category mapping process workflow. Explanation. Adding detailed loss reasons and updating forecast mapping ensures forecasts reflect the specific cancellation or loss reasons. This improves accuracy for sales analysis. Question 9. You are creating an email for an upcoming campaign. You collect all the information necessary for the email from the email marketing team. You need to ensure the email marketing team have the minimum required information to set up the email. Which two fields do you need to complete to save the email? Each correct answer presents part of the solution. Choose two. Note: each correct selection is worth 1 point. A. Preview text. B. From address. C. Subject. D. Email from name. Correct answer, B and C. From address. Subject. Explanation. The from address and subject fields are mandatory for saving an email. They are required for sending and compliance in email campaigns. Question 10. You are a marketing automation consultant. Your customer wants to understand the benefits of using the Query Assist feature in Dynamics 365 Customer Insights journeys. Why might your customer want to use this feature? A. Using the natural language feature allows marketers to build segments using simple words to specify what audience they want to target. B. When looking at a marketing journey created by another user, the natural language feature makes it easier to understand the logic of the journey and decide whether it meets the campaign goals. C. Using the natural language feature allows marketers to search Dataverse to retrieve single records using a right-hand pane on the model-driven app. D. When looking at a segment created by another user, the natural language feature makes it easier to identify which journeys the segment is used in. Correct answer A. Using the natural language feature allows marketers to build segments using simple words to specify what audience they want to target. Explanation. Query Assist lets marketers define segments using plain language. This makes building targeted lists faster and easier without needing technical query skills. Question 11. You created and published lead scoring models in the Dynamics 365 Customer Insights Journeys application. Your marketing team members inform you that they are not able to view the lead scoring insights. You confirm the lead scoring models are published and are live. You need the marketing team to be able to view the lead scoring insights. What should you do? A. Republish the lead scoring models to allow the system to capture the insights. B. Assign the lead score viewer security role to the users. C. Set all leads to active state to capture the insights. D. Set automatic lead scores cleanup to no to capture the scoring. Correct answer B. Assign the lead score viewer security role to the users. Explanation. Without the lead score viewer security role, users cannot access scoring insights. Assigning it grants the necessary read permissions. Question 12. You are creating a pricing list in Dynamics 365 Sales. All prices must end in 98 cents. You need to select the function that establishes this pricing requirement. What should you use? A. Rounding policy. B. Percentage. C. Rounding amount. D. Pricing method. Correct answer A. Rounding policy. Explanation. A rounding policy ensures all prices end in a specific pattern, such as 98 cents. This is applied automatically during price calculations. Question 13. You are a Dynamics 365 sales administrator. You configure a forecast template that uses the forecast category as a starting point for a layout for the sales team. The sales manager wants the value of the lost column to come from the total detail amount instead of the default value because the revenue is always driven by the items. You need to make the change. What should you do? A. Edit the existing forecast and update the amount column in the layout. B. Edit the existing forecast, remove the lost column, and add a new calculated column. C. Create a new forecast and update the amount column in the layout. D. Create a new forecast, remove the lost column, and add a new calculated column. Correct answer A. Edit the existing forecast and update the amount column in the layout. Explanation. Editing the existing forecast and updating the column mapping directly adjusts how the lost column calculates its value. This avoids recreating the forecast. Question 14. One of the data sources being ingested into Dynamics 365 Customer Insights data is Microsoft Dataverse. During the unification process, you need to identify the primary key. Which three data types can you use as a primary key attribute? Each correct answer presents a complete solution. Choose 3. Note: Each correct selection is worth 1 point. A. Integer. B. Whole number. C. String. D. Boolean. E. GUID. Correct answer A. C and E. Integer. String. GUID. Explanation. Primary keys in customer insights can be integers, strings, or GUIDs. These uniquely identify each record for matching and unification. Question 15. You are implementing Dynamics 365 Customer Insights data as the company's customer data platform. You set up the data sources and start the unification process. You need to identify the primary table within the matching conditions page. Which two criteria should you use to determine the primary table? Each correct answer presents a complete solution. Choose two. Note: each correct selection is worth 1 point. A. Choose the table with the most complete and reliable profile data about your customers. B. Choose the table that has the most related tables. C. Choose the Dynamics 365 contact table when this is available as the data source. D. Choose the table that has several attributes in common with other tables. Correct answer A and D. Choose the table with the most complete and reliable profile data about your customers. Choose the table that has several attributes in common with other tables. Explanation. The primary table should have the most reliable profile data and common attributes for accurate matching. This ensures better unification results. Question 16. A marketing user wants to target two groups of customers. All customers that live in Paris. All customers that have made more than 10 online purchases. You decide to meet this requirement by making quick segments. Which two options should you use as the base in the quick segments? Each correct answer presents part of the solution. Choose two. Note: each correct selection is worth 1 point. A. Measures. B. Insights. C. Data tables. D. Enrichments. E. Profiles. Correct answer A and E. Measures. Profiles. Explanation. Quick segments are based on measures for behavior and profiles for demographic data. This combination supports both location and purchase-based targeting. Question 17. You need to create a trend chart. Which two types of columns can you add to the trend chart? Each correct answer presents a complete solution. Choose two. Note: each correct selection is worth 1 point. A. Calculated. B. Simple. C. Hierarchy related. D. Roll-up. Correct answer B and D. Simple. Roll-up. Explanation. Trend charts work with simple fields and roll-up columns to show data changes over time. Calculated or hierarchy-related fields are not supported. Question 18. You are creating a forecast. You want to include only opportunities that sell more than 100 units. You need to configure this within the system. What should you configure? A. Separate views. B. Additional filters. C. Multiple columns. D. Premium forecasting. E. Advanced features. Correct answer B. Additional filters. Explanation. Additional filters let you apply criteria, such as quantity greater than 100, so only qualifying opportunities appear in the forecast. Question 19. You need to ensure that a user named User1 can assign salespeople to sales territories. The solution must use the principle of least privilege. To which security roles should you assign User1? A. System customizer. B. Sales team member. C. Vice President of Sales. D. Salesperson. Correct answer C. Vice President of Sales. Explanation. The Vice President of Sales role has the necessary permissions to assign salespeople to territories while following least privilege. Question 20. A company uses Dynamics 365 Sales Professional. A new enterprise sales owner team must be created. The sales manager will be responsible for adding members and removing members from the team. A developer is available to assist. You need to create the new team. Which two values must you configure? Each correct answer presents part of the solution. Choose two. Note: each correct selection is worth 1 point. A. Business unit name. B. Team channel name. C. Team administrator. D. Team description. E. Team name. Correct answer: C and E. Team administrator. Team name. Explanation: you must specify the team name and assign a team administrator who can manage members. These are required for team creation. Question 21. You manage a Dynamics 365 sales environment where users can only view and edit their own records. User 2 is assisting with User 1's opportunities while User 1 is on vacation. User 1 remains the owner of User 1's opportunities. User 2 has reported that they cannot update User 1's opportunities. You need to diagnose the issue. What should you do? A. Ensure User 2 is added to an access team. B. Ensure User 2 is added to the sales team. C. Ensure the record is assigned to User 2. D. Ensure User 2 is added to the owner team. Correct answer: A. Ensure User 2 is added to an access team. Explanation: access teams grant record-level permissions without transferring ownership. Adding User 2 to the access team lets them edit the opportunities. Question 22. You need to ensure that a user named User 1 can assign salespeople to sales territories. The solution must use the principle of least privilege. To which security role should you assign User 1? A. Sequence Manager. B. Sales Team Member. C. Vice President of Sales. D. Forecast Manager. Correct answer: C. Vice President of Sales. Explanation: assigning the Vice President of Sales role provides the necessary permissions to assign salespeople, without granting excessive rights. Question 23. Your sales team lacks important information on the opportunity close form. You need to update the form. Which out-of-the-box role must you have? A. Global Administrator. B. System Administrator. C. Sales Manager. D. System Customizer. Correct answer: B. System Administrator. Explanation: only the System Administrator role can fully customize forms and fields in Dynamics 365. This includes modifying the opportunity close form. Question 24. You have opportunities that have values in multiple currencies. You manually update currency exchange rates once per month. You need to ensure that currency values are accurately reported. When is the new currency exchange rate applied to the opportunity records? A. When an opportunity changes the status reason. B. When the calculate rollup field system job for the MSDYN_projecting table runs. C. When the calculate rollup field system job for the account table runs. D. When an opportunity changes the status. Correct answer: D. When an opportunity changes the status. Explanation: the exchange rate used is fixed when the opportunity status changes. This ensures consistent historical reporting. Question 25. A company uses Microsoft SharePoint document management in Dynamics 365 Sales to store contracts. The company wants only the contracts team to have access to the documents. The contracts team has a custom security role. You need to restrict privileges to secure the documents. What should you do? A. Create a new security role in Dynamics 365 Sales. B. Update the users list in the SharePoint site. C. Update privileges in the Dynamics 365 sales security role of the contract team. D. Create a new group in the SharePoint site. Correct answer B. Update the users list in the SharePoint site. Explanation. SharePoint permissions control who can access the stored contracts. Updating the site's user list restricts access to the contracts team. Question 26. A company implements Dynamics 365 sales. The company has the following requirements. Employees must have quarterly goals. The goals must calculate all deals won by quarter for each goal. Managers must be able to look at the goals and calculations at any time. The solution must use goal features without customization. You need to create the calculation. What should you configure? A. Drill down table. B. Rollup table. C. Rollup query. D. Goal metric. Correct answer C. Rollup query. Explanation. A rollup query filters and aggregates data, such as deals won per quarter. It is used in goal management without custom code. Question 27. You are using a forecast template. You must configure the forecast by territory. You need to configure the forecast parameters. Which parameter should you configure? A. Hierarchy table. B. Top of hierarchy. C. Hierarchy relationship. D. Rollup table. Correct answer C. Hierarchy relationship. Explanation. The hierarchy relationship parameter defines how territories are structured for the forecast. This organizes data by geographic or business grouping. Question 28. A company manually assigns leads to salespeople. The sales manager requires automated lead assignment rules. An administrator enables the feature. However, you are unable to access the assignment rules area. You need to request access from the administrator. Which security roles should you request? A. Sales manager. B. Playbook manager. C. Vice president of sales. D. Sequence manager. Correct answer D. Sequence manager. Explanation. Only the sequence manager role can create and manage assignment rules for leads. This permission is required for automation setup. Question 29. Note, this question is part of a series of questions that present the same scenario. Each question in the series contains a unique solution. Determine whether the solution meets the stated goals. You configure forecasts for a clothing manufacturer. A salesperson updates an opportunity and wants to refresh the forecast. You need to show the salesperson how to refresh the forecast. Solution: recalculate the forecast. Does this meet the goal? A. Yes. B. No. Correct answer A. Yes. Explanation. Recalculating updates the forecast with the latest opportunity changes. This ensures the forecast reflects current sales data. Question 30. Note, this question is part of a series of questions that present the same scenario. Each question in the series contains a unique solution. Determine whether the solution meets the stated goals. You configure forecasts for a clothing manufacturer. A salesperson updates an opportunity and wants to refresh the forecast. You need to show the salesperson how to refresh the forecast. Solution: update the opportunity forecast category mapping process. Does this meet the goal? A. Yes. B. No. Correct answer B. No. Explanation. Updating the mapping process changes forecast categorization rules, not the forecast data itself. It does not refresh the forecast values. Please revise full PDF 2 to 3 times for 100% success. Check the description for the PDF download link and don't forget to subscribe to this channel for upcoming episodes. Thank you.